Hello friends, and welcome back to a beautiful day of RV living. This Forest Service Road has been such an awesome camping spot, honestly. We actually stayed here an extra day last night, caught up on some work, and just enjoyed kind of the view of the forest clear cut and everything, because man, quiet road, free, and just a view of the forest right in the middle of nature. But with that being said, we've now got an exciting day coming up here. We're going to go to a few of the most awesome provincial parks probably here on the Sunshine Coast. Heading up to Pender Harbor, gonna check out a few other oceanfront spots along the way, and then we're gonna go to the famous Gibsons as well. So sadly we're saying farewell to this Forest Service Road, and we start the trek down this windy and kind of forested over road, so bit of an adventure to get back to the highway, but let's hit the road, friends. So, we've drove through the iconic Pender Harbor area up to Francis Point Provincial Park. Looks super beautiful. I was recommended it by a co-worker at Starbucks over last winter. So we're here and we're gonna go check it out. We've also got some super exciting news coming up because tomorrow's a big day, but more on that in a bit here.
It's shedding all of its bark and being nice and smooth.
Poor arbutus tree.
He likes it. Wow, would you look at that view? You seriously can't get much better than that. I mean, we're on the top of this cliffy area, looking out at the ocean, and there's some other like cliffs and stuff that we're looking at here. I mean, this place is amazing, and it's like right off the highway too, so it's not like you even have to detour that much to get here. You gotta come here. Alright, so we just pulled out at this beautiful harbor. So nice, and we're just heading back up to the highway, but we figured we'd bring the bowls out and pick some blackberries. This whole bank here between the pullout and the ocean is just filled with blackberries, and a whole bunch of them look ripe, so may as well pick them while they're here. Alrighty! We were gonna have a competition on who could get the most berries, but I knew Luke would win anyways, and he did win. He got a little bit more than me, but mine are better quality.
She was eating more on the road. I was just trying to pack as many of my bowls as I could, so there's that. True.
But anyways, these are like gonna be a real good snack, and we can save these for the next couple days too. They're gonna stay good, and they taste so good, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this is probably like $10 worth at least we got just on the side of the road, like that easy.
Yeah, it's like $10 each bowl.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so back on the road again. Luke has found a couple of different boondocking options on some Forest Service roads that's near Gibsons. So Gibsons is actually right near the ferry that we'll be taking to Mainland again in a couple days here, but it's also the place that's famous where I guess they filmed Beachcombers? I don't know. To be honest, I've never seen the show, but I've been there previously and I know that they have Molly's Reach there. Unfortunately though, Molly's Reach is closed. They closed at like 3 p.m. today, and they're closed tomorrow and the next day being Monday, Tuesday, they close those days. I don't know if that's normal or just because of COVID and everything, but anyways, they're closed. I really wanted to go there. But with that said, I know Luke told you that we had some exciting news coming up and that tomorrow is a special day. In reality, I'm sorry that it's not so exciting, but tomorrow's my birthday, so we're going out for a birthday dinner tonight because, like I said, tomorrow's Monday, and actually all of the restaurants I think in Gibsons are closed on Mondays, so we're gonna head there tonight and go and get some Mexican food, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, let's head over to Gibson's. Definitely will not be taking that 21% grade road.
Dang. So, we've arrived at historic Scenic Gibsons, checked out the harbor a bit, but the Mexican restaurant place Alysha wanted to go to might be full for the whole night with the lineup, so hopefully we find something else. That floating house is for sale if you want it here in Gibsons. Ooh. Bad news, everyone. We went and put our name on the waiting list, but it's getting pretty close to closing time, so no early birthday dinner for Alysha. Sad. So we're gonna go to IGA, grab some good ingredients and make a nice little dinner ourselves, and then we'll still figure something out coming up here for Alysha's birthday dinner at least. Birthday dinner to be continued, so as we say, we're gonna go drop some bucks in IGA and see what we can load up on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make my own tacos. They're gonna be better.
Yeah, we're gonna buy a tub of ice cream to get better over this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we got our goodies. Woo. Now to find a camping spot. And it's getting late, so hopefully Luke's spot works that he found.
I think it looked good on the satellite view, so we've been getting a little confident with all our good luck boondocking lately. Let's see if this one works out good too. Ta-da! And here is home for the night. Look at that view back there. Wide open ocean, and that's our dinette side as well. So we're gonna get to look out over that, enjoy our snacks, enjoy our dinner. Not too shabby. So in the end, it is kind of like a abandoned road, dirt road cul de sac. There is one house right there that's under construction. So I imagine there'll probably be some construction workers working there tomorrow, but we're pretty far away and I can't imagine them giving us a hard time. So ocean view. And yeah, otherwise we will catch you in the morning. Good morning, friends. So on Alysha's birthday, we just took it easy. We kind of relaxed around Gibson's area and kind of took a day of no vlogging, no stress, and enjoyed that day, which was super nice. And then yesterday, we actually went out and tried our luck crabbing. All right, it's officially go time. We are at Davis Beach, little wharf area here, right outside Sechelt. When we were on Canadian Tire there, grabbed a floater for our crab trap, put Luke the lucky question mark on it, so we'll see if that helps at all. And then we were gonna buy crab calipers. So to keep a Dungeness crab, they have to be 6.5 inches length to length on the sides, and to keep a red crab, they have to be 4.5 inches. They were sold out of the crab size and calipers, but I've got my stick here, and this longer side, I carved a dip in, so it's 6.5 inches. This side is 4.5 inches for red. I put red boys on the one side, Dungeon boys on the other, and we're gonna use this to measure them. We were gonna buy chicken or turkey necks originally and zap strap that onto the crab trap as a little bit of bait. The store didn't have any of those, unfortunately, so we're gonna use cheesecloth, and we found chicken livers for $3. So we're gonna bag that up in some cheesecloth, zap strap that to the crab trap, and then hope that is the lucky recipe slash little bait concoction. So hopefully this turns out a little better than our fishing segment. So bags on there, drop it to the bottom of the ocean, and then
and now all we have to do is wait for like 15 minutes-ish, see if any crabs walk in the trap and go for the bait, and then quickly bring it back up and it makes it like a basket again so that it holds the crabs, and hopefully we get a keeper.
All right, first crab trap hauling. It's been a bit over 10 minutes. Let's pull it up.
Nothing.
Nobody's home. Oh, what's happening? Starfish? Hey buddy, that's not your home.
That's not what we wanted.
Unfortunately, no luck there, and it kind of turned into a crazy night. We're gonna head to the ferry real quick because it was actually our last full day on the Sunshine Coast, of course, too. So we're gonna roll off, get to the ferry, and get on the standby lineup because all the reservation spots are actually booked already for the next upcoming days. Get in our waiting spot, and then I'll talk to you more about kind of what happened last night and all of our process yesterday to come still. Anyways, let's go catch that ferry. So we're at the ferry terminal here now. We got some Starbucks on the way here, which was a nice little treat to ourselves. And some good news, when you actually come to the Sunshine Coast, the reason why the ferry seemed a little expensive for not a huge ferry ride is it actually includes your return trip back to the mainland as well. We probably should have known that, but when we bought our ticket, the person didn't mention it to us at all or anything, so at least that was a nice surprise to find out we didn't have to pay what we were expecting to be like $100 or something again, so that worked out well. So basically, after taking Alysha's birthday off, the next day we went and did the crabbing, and then when we were crabbing, I had busted out the fishing rod because I figured you might as well try and do some fishing when you're at the pier instead of waiting for like 10-15 minutes to pull up the crab trap. And as soon as I got the fishing rod out, a huge group of people all came in, kids were jumping off the dock swimming, so I didn't get fishing. And then I was using our phone to get back to some of you guys on the comments on the YouTube app. And on our YouTube video app, it shows there's an old video and it only has delete video option. So I clicked, I was like, oh, I'll just clear up that duplicate, I guess. I clicked delete video on the duplicate spot, and it deleted our most recent video that we had posted. I'm sure you've all seen that and gone through that live with us there, but that deleted all of your comments you'd given us, all of the likes, all of the views. So that was super bummer. So after that, we came back to the RV, and when we were in here getting dinner prepared, Kat was also feeling sick during me being sad about deleting the video, and then she threw up all over the floor and had to clean that up. And then I sat with the Google customer support people for 2.5 hours, and this was already like started at say like 8 o'clock, no, it was maybe 7:30. So we sat around and did that, and we still had to go find a boondocking site that night. So we drove about 30-35 minutes out to a Forest Service road up north from Gibsons. We got out there and it ended up being a crazy bumpy road that had been deactivated as a Forest Service road. So we drove up it a little ways to find out it was not going to work out. So had to back out this like crazy Forest Service road in the pitch black. And that was a pretty crazy experience. We drove to 2 other boondocking sites after that we had backup plans for. Neither of those worked out because the satellite images out here are a bit dated, I guess. Kind of like that Cul de Sac we stayed at, how there was houses being built. It was the same situation there. So at this point, it was already like 11 o'clock, and we were hoping to catch the meteor shower, and we were like, ah, dang. So we ended up driving another like 30 minutes back through Gibsons all the way to Sheltway to that Cul de Sac that we had stayed at. We managed to catch a few meteors in the kind of meteor shower last night at least, but holy cow, we were so tired. That's the life RVing and YouTubing on the road sometimes. Anyways, I just wanted to share kind of the realities with you all here. I think we're going to be boarding the ferry in the next half an hour or so, and then we're back to mainland and we're heading up the Sea to Sky Highway off to Squamish otherwise.
Alright, so we're officially back on mainland, which is a little sad. We're gonna miss the coast, but we're also super excited about exploring inland a bit more. Right now we're just above Squamish, so we landed on the ferry, took the highway, the Sea Sky Highway up to Squamish, got some like groceries and sandy dump and all that done.
Everything, gas, propane.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so we drove up and we're now near Whistler actually. We're at Calcheek.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think Calcheek Recreation Site is like just outside of Whistler here, and it looks like a pretty cool recreation site. I think there's like a hike to a suspension bridge, and the river here looks like super good. So we'll check that all out in our next video. But yeah, back on mainland. Oh, I was gonna say, we're so excited to be back on mainland because we're heading up this way. We're doing the Highway 99 loop. We've done it once before last year when it was really cold out, but now it's like prime time. It's like August. It's gonna be a good time going through the mountains, and the views in this area are just so good, guys. So
yeah, it's gonna be a complete switch up. We kind of did the Vancouver Island leg, then the Sunshine Coast leg, but that was kind of similar to Vancouver Island. Now it's straight up, big mountains, kind of narrow highways, up and up and up, checking out the mountains, and then eventually a week or maybe a bit over a week and we're gonna be up in Jasper National Park. So we have a lot of kilometers to put down, a whole lot of new places to see. We're gonna take some roads we've never taken before on the way to Jasper. I've never even really been to Jasper besides when I was like a young kid, so a whole lot of new stuff coming up for us even. We're really excited to see and to share with you all.
But for tonight, we're just gonna kind of settle into our campsite here. We're actually fairly surprised actually that we got a rec site and that there was a spot available here. Just because, I mean, you never know with these first come first serve sites. It is a Wednesday, so you would think that there'd be something available, but you literally never know.
Yeah, traffic's busy in August. Whew. August is a popular time to be here.
But anyways, we're gonna call that it for this vlog. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope you're just as excited as we are to explore the mountains of the interior of British Columbia.
Yeah, so leave a like if you did enjoy her, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next video there, everyone.
See ya!
Bye!